2, 1. We are live.
We are live.
And we're not filming as late, so I'm awake this time.
Yeah, it's before Dan's bedtime, so we're
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, it's still light. Look, it's still light. I've shut the curtain, but it's still light. You can trust me on that.
Oh god. So we're gonna do a little Q&A today, aren't we?
Yes, we am. We're back on 1 week later.
Yeah.
What did we do last time again? A
We
catch up,
did a
was it?
catch up last week.
Yeah. If I'm sat on a funny angle, it's because I've got everything plugged into a wall right over there, and I've had to come sit over here. So that's why I'm squidged into the corner like this.
Trying to navigate the charging point.
With about 5 extension leads, because I don't know why there's not a plug on this side of the room. To be fair, I don't know why I didn't do it when we did the house. But I need to put more plugs in these rooms. I
Never
didn't
thought
care
you'd
because
be
it's not
filming
my
a
room. This is Daphne's room. This.
never thought you'd be filming a podcast though out of that room, did you,
No,
really?
you tell this is Daphne's bedroom. We've got here. We've got.
Oh, softly. For anyone that's not watching, that's listening, we've got a soft toy collection going on in the screen right now.
Yeah, fucking 17,000 teddies. No wonder I've got no money left. More teddies than I've got life.
How was Legoland?
Yeah, it's class actually. Have you been?
No, it was
I
like
suppose.
built after I was like that age, I think. So
Yeah, I don't even know how long it's been there. To be fair, all look real new, but I think they've maybe refurbished all the
yeah,
stuff. Yeah, it was really enjoyable. Obviously, I won't go on my own as an adult. Obviously, that'd be weird. But Daphne loved it. Becky loved
yeah,
it. That all that shit's not really like my thing massively, but I liked it because they liked it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
We stayed on the Lego site thing, and we paid for the fast passes, so we weren't stood in the queues like
Oh, nice.
fucking lunatics in the burning sun. So we're just going
Yeah.
straight to the front of all the queues and that. But yeah, it was good. Yeah, little things. It's just all. It was clean. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The accommodation was clean. The restaurants were clean. The toilets were clean. Everything was just clean. And it just makes it a bit more enjoyable. Like you're not just
Yeah.
trouncing through shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of these theme parks are just shitholes.
I love a
So
theme
yeah,
park. I do.
yeah, I know. Like I said, it's not my
I feel
thing,
like
but
it's a
I
nice
don't
like
mind doing it.
adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I feel like I always say it's not my thing, and then I get on a ride and I'm like, wow, let's go on another ride.
Have you ever been to Thorpe Park?
I don't think I have. Where's that?
It's like London-ish way.
Oh
That's
no, I
like
haven't been to there.
that's the best one. It's got like all the big rides.
Oh really? I've been to Alton Towers.
Yeah, Thorpe Park is like Alton Towers, but on a bigger scale.
Alton Towers on steroids.
Yeah, Alton Towers.
Is it
Giant
really?
Alton Towers.
I always thought Alton Towers was the best one. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Is there a
Thorpe
zoo
Park.
there as well?
I don't know actually. There's a zoo at Drayton Manor, but I don't know about Thorpe Park. But the rides, it's got like a saw ride and stuff like that. It's got like really
Oh
cool
really?
stuff. Yeah, it's great.
Becky'd love that. She loves that shit. She absolutely loves rides.
It's good. Same.
I'm just like, I think I'm too logical. Because I think, right, why am I stood here, right, for half an hour with all these people to go get strapped into a seat to get whooshed around in a fucking circle, against my will, and then I just walk off feeling sick. I don't get it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know
It
what you
just, I
mean.
can't compute. But then some of the stuff, like what we went on at Disney, some of the rides were really enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know, like, have you been to Disney?
Yeah, I've been
Or
a long
it
time
wasn't
ago, but yeah.
not Disney, the other one, Universal. So it was like rides that are like from films and stuff like that, and it's all computerized and stuff like that. Was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
when
was
I
pretty
went,
cool.
I was like 9, I think. So it was years and years ago now. So it's probably completely
Yeah,
revamped from when I went.
she's trying to blag me to go again. I can't believe it.
Oh,
She's
yes.
blagging me. So we went to Paris in 23 in
Yeah.
summer, and she's like, "Oh, it's good, but it's not the same as America. We'll have to go to America." I told you this story, didn't I? Then I'm like, "Well, I can't, like, because of the contest seasons that I can't just
Yeah.
go to America really. The only time I could go is Christmas because I have a week off at Christmas. Next thing, we're going to Disney at Christmas. This is last Christmas. So we went at Christmas, didn't we? And then she's like, it's not the same as it used to be. It's all changed. It's just not. We don't ever need to come over here again. You don't worry. You're all good. I'm like, sound. 2 months ago. Well, the next time we go Disney. I'm like, what do you mean the next time we go Disney? What are you on about? And then 2 weeks ago, it's like, well, we should just go one more time. Because she's 6 now. Like, how much spare money do you think I've got for these trips? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Disney's not a cheap holiday, is it?
No, it is not. I was talking about that today.
Yeah.
Every time you turn around, you're being robbed. I might as well go all fair and get my pockets picked. At least I don't have to travel as far to get robbed.
Oh, it is amazing though. Like I'd love to go back there.
Yeah, yeah, it's all right. I'll probably go Paris one again if I'm going to take them again. We'll go Paris, but we shall see. Yeah, so Legoland was all right. Sad stepped on that a little bit. And I spoke to you last week, so not much has been happening. Season's about to kick off this weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for some September shows.
Yeah, I've got a double one this weekend. I've got Wigan Saturday,
Yeah.
and then I'm travelling straight down on Saturday night to Wales for the PCA Wales on Sunday.
Yeah.
5 people competing this weekend.
Oh wow, nice.
One in Wigan, one in Newcastle, 2 in Wales, and 1 in Ireland. So we're spread out a bit.
That'll be good. I've got my first client shoot on Saturday.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah, I've got 7 clients doing that, so that'll be fun. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, buzzing. Is that in one of them big houses or something like that?
It's at Ultimate Fitness in Birmingham. You know the gym.
Oh, gym show.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one's a gym one, and then we've got a studio one in 2 weeks on Saturday. We're doing a studio one, so we've got 8 girls doing that as well.
Some of the same girls mostly, yeah.
Yeah, some different ones. It's like a bit of a mix, to be honest.
Is it?
There's a couple that are doing both, and I think the rest are like different because some of the girls like doing gym ones, and some of them like doing more of the studio ones.
Yeah.
So
Class that.
yeah, I'm excited.
I might do a photo shoot one day, you know.
I love a photo shoot. I feel like it's like a really nice goal to work towards without the like pressure of not the pressure of getting on stage, but obviously you're not.
Yeah, it did actually come in. Jokes aside, it did actually come into my head the other week. I thought if I was ever to get in shape again, I think I need a reason for it.
Yeah,
Probably do a
yeah.
photo shoot, stand there, doing my old model faces and that, you know, sat on the back of an Harley Davidson in my underpants.
Someone asked a question about. Wait, let me find the question. Would Dan ever come back and compete in Masters? Someone asked that question. There you go. That's the first one to kick us off.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't fucking think so, no.
Over the
I fucking doubt
game.
it. But then, saying that, I was talking to Shannon yesterday,
Yeah.
just about still bits and training and bits and pieces like that. And have got quite a lot of muscle considering I'm trying to get fucking rid of it all. It won't seem to fuck off. So I think I don't need to start eating 6 meals instead of 2 meals a day and take a bit of gear, and I'd probably be all right, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because it's not that bad. But I just can't imagine being back into that. Once you stepped away from that mindset for a few years, like
Yeah.
you know what it's like being a bodybuilder, like it's full on.
Yeah.
Once you stepped away from it for a few years, I can't envision my life going back in. The main reason I pulled away was Daphne. Do you know what I mean? And just spending the time with her and not being spaced out with bodybuilding all the time. I can't imagine. Never say never, though. Never say never.
Never say never, but probably not.
And why do they know that I'm? Oh yeah, I always say I'm 40 anyway, don't I? So that's why. I'm not 40 yet. I'm still not a master.
Suggest that I'm a master.
I would say this is just a master, even though I say it every time we film a podcast.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't think I would know, but you can definitely never say never. Never say never. I'm surprised how much muscle is held onto my body, considering I do absolutely nothing for it, really.
Yeah. Well, Will's the same. To be fair, like he still trains, but like not anywhere near like what he used to in terms of like food and stuff. And he's like retained.
It just doesn't fuck off. I think you'd have to like stop doing anything for it to fuck off. It is mad how it stays there. Against my will, to be honest, because I'm still. I don't mind having the muscle because it looks all right, doesn't it? Like it looks better than not having it.
Yeah.
But I'm still 19 stone, which is like 100 and. I got on the other day and I'm like 121 kilo, or whatever it is. I don't want to be 121 kilo because big things die young. Do you know what I mean? You don't see many big 19 stone 80-year-old men walking about, do you? They fucking cop it, don't they? So I would like to be lighter, but it is what it is, I suppose. I put it there, and it's as long as I try and stay healthy as possible, that's all I can do in it.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean though. I think it's pretty hard to lose muscle generally, though, isn't it?
It just kind of show you that you spend your full bodybuilding life stressing about muscle coming off
Yeah.
when you're dieting and this and that and the things that you're doing. And then when you when you want to actually get rid of it, it won't fuck
Yeah.
off. So it probably would have never fucked off anyways. People just really like overthink that. You know, I used to. I think, man, I'm shrinking because I
No,
missed
I
one
know what
meal.
you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah. God. I wonder if it
That's
works the
it.
same for females because I think, with all the time I've had off, I sometimes think, God, have I like lost muscle?
Well, you've not been training though, have you? That's what I mean.
Yeah, I've had
So
it
like,
completely off. Yeah.
if you continued training and then was just eating two or
Yeah,
three
more.
meals a day
Yeah.
protein, it'd still be mostly all there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But, still
Food
got
for thought.
it.
Should we get stuck in some questions?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, okay, question number 1.
Two.
Um, sorry, I haven't actually read this question yet. I'm just reading it now.
Question number two.
Question number.
Well, we've just had
Oh
question number
yeah,
one.
question number 1 about your masters. Okay,
Come on, bum roll.
how
Don't start this again.
I did actually call it that. Did you notice?
No, I haven't seen it. Has it gone up
Oh.
called bum roll? Has it
Oh no,
really?
I haven't put it out yet, have I? Wait, have I?
Oh, shush.
No, I have. It is. This is the most recent one out. Yeah, I have put it
Yeah,
out. I
is
have put it
it?
out.
Yeah, fucking
Okay,
hell.
anyway,
Good name, man.
question
Sorry.
number 2. How to work out macro percentages to align with current goals? Does it matter? Oh, you'll love a good macro question.
Yeah, I work with macros all the time, man. I know exactly what you mean. I don't think it matters that much. No, it depends. It depends a little bit on what your needs are, I suppose. But like, I think just set your protein grammage,
Yeah,
and then divide up how much your calories are between the macros between the other two, and just what sits best for you. Whether you a little bit more balanced on the fats and the carbs, or if you want a little bit more carbs. Like, I think especially for a female, it's important to keep fats at
yeah,
some decent level, whether you're dieting or not, if you're able to. Just because it helps. I mean, it helps with males as well, obviously, but usually males are taking something. But obviously, it's quite helpful for hormone production and all the rest of it. So if you can keep those at a base as well, I try and, if I can, even when they're dieting, keep protein grammage at a certain amount. Obviously, that doesn't really move. And then if I can keep the fats around about the same, and then pull down from the carbs when I'm pulling down, then the same as when I'm pushing back up on the carbs as well.
yeah,
So as a percentage wise, whatever that is, do you know what I mean? But um, baseline protein, baseline fats, and then push the carbs up. If you're deep into an off season, we can lift the fats a little bit as like what we can. But usually, if you eat too much fat in an off season situation, you're going to kill your appetite off a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
So fast digesting carbs are going to be the lean to for that. But yeah, not sure that directly answered the question, but that's how I do it, anyways.
Yeah, that's how I do it as well. And I think the first thing you want to look at when it says to align with your current goals, obviously that your first thing you want to look at is what sort of calories are you wanting to be on first, like aligned with whether you want
Yeah,
to be in a surplus to build muscle, whether you want to be in a deficit. I think people get really hung up with like, what do my perfect macros need to be? Whereas like the way I'll often do it with clients at the start is we'll just get them on like actually following a
well,
plan and actually
yeah,
tracking things properly, because a lot of the time people come in and they're like all over the place, they're like up one day down the
yeah,
next, and there's no, so you can't actually track your results. So I'll just get people actually consistently hitting certain numbers, and then you can see how your body responds. And then once you've done that for a week or two, you've got a good
yeah.
idea of, how's your appetite? Do you need a bit more? Do you need a bit less? Are you losing
Oops,
weight? Are you gaining weight? And you can sort of gauge them based on the person, like how they're responding, and
where to
feel
go
a bit
next?
better. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's sure
yeah,
we're all. I think we're all probably the same in what we do with that in our own ways.
yeah,
I think it usually tells us an inexperienced coach when they say, "Oh, you should be eating this for maintenance. You should be eating that." Like everybody, like everybody's maintenance is different. Anyways, it doesn't because they say like there's obviously the mathematical equation to it. I can't even remember what it is. Is it
like the
is it your
Harris.
pounding body weight times 15 or something like that, or
Yeah, it's
11?
like the Harris Benedict equation, isn't it? So you can work out like someone's BMR based on like their height and their weight and their gender, and then you just
Yeah, and then
multiply
it's
it.
like it's
I
a
remember
sum
doing
in
that.
it that you're meant to
Yeah,
do, but like nobody really like everybody's like your maintenance calories right now are different than what they was 6 months ago
yeah,
because it depends on what you're doing and how far you've built. Like maintenance really just means holding your body weight.
yeah,
Really, that's what it actually means. But maintenance is taken as this term of like a mathematical equation of where your
yeah,
maintenance calories really sit. But if
yeah,
you, I mean, you can have maintenance calories, then you can build them that slowly.
yeah,
Like you've
yeah,
got a
yeah.
new set of maintenance calories 3 months later. Do you know what I mean? So
I think
I
a
just
lot of
do the
people
same
forget
thing.
that though. Like people think maintenance is like fixed. in a lot of
Yeah,
cases.
it's like a fixed number, yeah. And
Yeah.
then you're like, I'm losing weight on my maintenance calories. It's not
Stop
your maintenance
losing
calories
weight.
then.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gaining weight on my maintenance calories. They're not your maintenance calories, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, well, that's my interpretation of it anyway, and
Yeah.
that's what
No, I
obviously makes
agree.
sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Um, but yeah, so I can't remember what I was talking about now, but yeah, I just literally I'll do the same thing with a client. I'll start. Obviously, with time comes experience, and with experience comes a good guesstimate
Yes.
shot. And I'll just guesstimate somebody's thing, and then you'll just, like you say, see what it does, see if it goes up or down, or if they're settling with it and all the rest of it. And then once that baseline's set after a few weeks, we'll just work from there with whatever the goal is.
100%. Yeah, that's exactly what I do, to be fair. But as a rough benchmark with like my clients, I'll normally go like about, depending on how like much they weigh, obviously if they're really overweight it's slightly different, but normally I'll go like 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight as like a rough benchmark.
Hmm.
And then from there I'll split just the fats and the carbs based on like what you said, with like, are they in a diet, are they in a surplus,
Yeah.
and how much like free calories we've got after we've took into consideration the protein.
Yeah. And just something to consider with the protein as well. And it's hard when you're punching it into Fitness Pal and what have you, but like not all protein's equal. Do you know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
I only generally, when I'm totting up, I'll tot up like proper protein. So from your meat, fish,
Yeah.
whey, blah blah blah. Because obviously, if you're putting in there wraps, fucking toast, this and that, like it
Little
accumulate.
bagels.
Yeah, well, yeah, bagels. It accumulates a lot more protein than that I would actually class as protein. Do you get what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So if you're at 140, say protein, if you, by the time you put it into my Fitness Pal, it's probably going to be near a 170, 180 by the time you've
Yeah.
accumulated all them trace proteins, which don't necessarily count. So
Yeah,
it's
that's a good
worth.
point actually, because it's like when I track my food, like from my meal plan, mine's like over 200 grams of protein. But if you actually
Mm,
look at like the actual quality protein source, so like the meat, the eggs, the yogurt, like it's way less because you don't have all the carb, all the like
yeah.
trace protein from the carbs.
Yeah, so there's that to take into account. If you're tracking and using macros, you got
Yeah.
to make sure that the vast majority of protein is coming from,
Yeah.
as a percentage, what, about 75%, would that be something like that?
Yeah.
Coming from like proper meats. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be like, oh, well, I'm eating this much protein. I don't know why I look like shit and feel
Yeah.
like shit. And it's because it's coming from
Yeah.
not proper amino sources,
Yeah. 100%. That was a very in-depth answer. I like it.
Well, got my science hat on today. Oi, oi.
Right then. Okay, we've gone through that one. I'm not gonna name names here. This names this one.
Not with that attitude, you're not.
Oh god.
You can't even say the name's
I
names,
know.
never mind the person's name of the name you're
Dear
talking
me.
about. Who is it?
Um,
Go on.
I've seen an increase of people entering shows who haven't done an off season and do not come in near stage ready, e.g., two people are named. Does
Okay.
I'm not going to name the people. Does PCA actually ever refuse anyone to compete if they don't meet the criteria? So yeah, yeah, I'm sure you can guess who one of the people is.
I have seen somebody who's getting a lot of stick, yeah. I've never seen it happen, but it can happen, yeah. And I don't know, it's an hard one in it. It's fucking hard in it. Should you refuse them? It's this time old topic. Like I'd seen one comment somewhere. I don't know where it was. It really stuck with me though, because I thought, yeah, I would think the same thing. It completely devalidates. It's the pitch. Like if I was in a lineup and I was showing my mates or my mum or whatever, like, oh look, I've competed on my first bodybuilding
Yeah,
show, and there was somebody that just looked like they walked straight out the fucking supermarket and put some trunks on and just jumped on stage. No cut, like fat, white. Do you know what I mean? Like all these things. I'd be embarrassed to show my pictures. So
yeah,
it kind of ruins it for everybody else because they'd be like, well, what was this? What you was competing against? Do you get what I mean?
yeah,
You
yeah,
see some of these online, so on these like, I can't, what do they call them? Like a GIF or whatever. You like
mm,
see stuff like that, don't you? On things like that. Um, I think they've got. I think it's in the rules that they can refuse people to get on stage if they're not there. I think. Don't quote me on it though. And they should be able to do it, and it's within the rights to do it. If you're not there, because some people might do it to take the piss. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Somebody tried doing it at my show when because I was having my show tonight, 2015 to 2020, to get just to get in a free ticket, and I was like, I had to tell them to
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they were just going to jump on stage for a laugh. We're now on just a no tanner out,
Yeah.
not dieted, just so they could get in the show for free. And I heard about it, and I had to put a stop to it.
Yeah.
Mad,
Yeah,
but
I think with that, I think like I think it
it's
doesn't
where
take
you draw the
away.
line, innit?
Yeah, because it doesn't take away from like if someone's been on a massive journey, like I think that's amazing, and like they've lost loads of weight, like they're taking the training seriously, they're like bettering themselves, like that's absolutely amazing. But I
Mm,
think it's like just because you're going through that journey and you're making that amazing progress, it doesn't mean that you need to get on a competitive stage
yeah,
as a competitive athlete.
yeah,
So I
that's
just think
exactly
it's
how I
like
feel.
it's amazing, and I think some people take it like, oh, you should be bigging people up, you shouldn't be pulling people down.
It's not pulling them down; it's saving them from some shit.
Yeah, but I just think it's kind of like it's a competitive sport, and I think there is like a minimum standard really that you should be at to get on stage, and I don't
Yeah,
think it's taken anything away from that person and what they've achieved.
yeah.
It's still amazing, but I
I
just
think
think you know
even
though,
if you,
you know if you're ready to get on stage or not.
yeah, you know that, and I think even if you were within striking distance of, say, you still look 6 weeks out, fine, get on
Yeah, yeah,
stage.
fair
You're
enough.
off, but
Yeah,
you're not taking the piss. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah,
if you just look like an overweight person getting on stage, then yeah, you should be refused. But like I say, where do you start drawing the line? And obviously,
yeah.
it's a can of worms, isn't it? Because I think if they're getting on there like that, they've got mental health problems. Like no one would get on. I think they've got mental health problems. So then I don't know. It's a difficult topic. I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess, this season in terms of how it goes down.
Yeah, if some people are going to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Right, next question. Um okay, if you could only train 3 exercises for the rest of your life, what would they be? Mm-mm-mm.
3 exercises. I don't even know. I don't even care that much anymore. Let's pretend I'm still bodybuilding and which ones I
Okay,
would
yeah.
like to train for the rest of my life. Um, so probably a incline dumbbell press, um, a barbell row, and have a squats or leg press.
No shoulders.
But you've
Interesting.
only got three. So
True.
the incline chest press would get some of the front and side delt, and the bent over row, if you bend over far enough, will get a good bit of rear delt as well. I'd just bend over at different angles every week.
Hit a
I'd
different
go from Dorian's to Pendley's to Dorian's to Pendley's to Ronnie's.
What would I do? I would do a Bulgarian split squat.
Hmm.
Good, good leg exercise. I would do a lat raise.
Yeah,
Don't want to lose the doubts.
nah, you don't need to worry about pecs.
And I would. What else? Maybe a deadlift because that'd hit like a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of back. You need
Yeah,
a bit of lats in there, really. If you did a row, though, like a bent over row, you could get your lats and your erectors at the same time by just from stabilising yourself.
yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
Interesting. Food for
You're just trying
thought.
to sneak some extra glute work in there, aren't you?
I know, yeah, I know. I feel like my upper now, right? I feel like my upper's pretty much back to like full strength, like not miles off. Like
Yeah, yeah,
I'm shoulder pressing like 15s fairly easy, not easily, but like I'm shoulder pressing
yeah, yeah.
fine.
They're moving again.
Yeah, and I was maybe doing like 17.5s ish before, so I'm like not far off, but my
Mm.
lower is just like nowhere near yet where it was.
Yeah, it
Um,
takes a bit longer on the lower.
yeah, so
Surprising how much stabilisation comes
yeah,
when you've lost the muscles that you use to
yeah, yeah,
stabilise.
yeah,
You don't realise how much you use them until you can't use them.
yeah. Yeah,
Mad,
I
innit?
saw at the weekend. I saw Sanaya and Reese as well, and he said to me, "I had like a dress on, like a strapless dress," and he was like, "This is the first time I've ever seen you in your life where you don't have a shoulder vein." And I was like, "Thank you,
Thank you for that.
thank you for that. That's exactly what I wanted to hear right now."
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was your wedding engagement party, yeah?
Yeah, it was so nice. It was the surprise, which was so cute. So, sorry, we're going on a tangent here, but
That's all right.
basically, Will had said ages ago, he's like, right, we've got a surprise. I've planned you something on Sunday. and you don't know what it is, but we don't book anything because we're doing something in the afternoon. And it's like,
Yeah.
right, make sure, like, get ready, put your makeup on, whatever, sort your hair out, and then we're going out. But I've got you an outfit to wear, but I'm taking it out
Fucking
of
hell.
us, and then you can put it on when we go out. So we go out, we go to Derby, go like get some food or whatever, and then he'd bought me this like dress. So before, um, he bought me this dress, and there's like, right, I need you to try this dress on to make sure it fits. So
Oh, right, okay. I was
like,
wondering how
you
he
know when
did
you
that.
see this
Fucking hell. I thought,
dress.
this guy's a genius.
Well, it did fit though. He ordered this dress and it did
Yeah.
fit perfectly. But he made me try it on blindfolded so I couldn't see what I was wearing. So, so I'm blindfolded, trying this dress, and it's like, yeah, we're Sam, we're all good. You can take it off, whatever.
Yeah.
So I got this dress, and but I didn't know what it looked like. So we went
Yeah.
out, and then he's
Brilliant.
like, okay, so I've bought you the dress. I was like, what jewelry do I need to wear? And he's like, oh, I've sorted you the jewelry out.
Fucking hell.
I know, how impressive.
Yeah.
So he'd bought me this dress, bought me the jewelry, went out, and then and then we drove back, and he's like, "Oh, we're just gonna pop back because we've got a bit of spare time, and it means we can iron your dress a bit better." And then gets back, and there's like a full on, like it was honestly so cute. Like everyone had decorated it really nice. Like there was
Yeah.
like loads of food, like they'd got all signs and like balloons and everything. It was so nice. And then like there was like loads of our friends there from like just it was so cute, and it was just really fun.
Yeah, I seen it on Instagram. Class
Yeah,
that.
so it was really cute. I think he did pretty well there, to be honest.
Fucking did. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. I don't know how
yeah,
he's done that.
I know. I like Paul. I think my sister helped like with some of their food and the decorating and stuff, and my mum as well, and
Yeah.
Paul's parents. Like they came and set it all up, but I thought, yeah, it's pretty impressive with like the outfit and stuff as well, and it was
Yeah.
actually really nice.
Mad.
So
I think I'm being romantic if I just slap Becky on the bum when I walk past her in the kitchen. That's my level of height of romance.
that was funny.
Poor cow.
Yeah, so that was a fun weekend.
Yeah, look good.
It was cute. Um,
Back to the questions.
back to the questions. Where were we? Okay. What's the biggest mistake you see gym beginners make?
Hmm. Oh.
I've got one.
Gym beginners.
Yeah.
Um. Fuck knows all the mistakes really. I think the best thing you can do, and I never did this, but I think the best thing you can do, and if I reverse things right back to the beginning, I definitely would have done it. It saved me loads of time. Just get a personal trainer for like 2 months, something like that. Once a week, if you can afford it, twice a week, brilliant. Or even longer than 2 months if you can, maybe 3 months, and just learn everything. Do you know what I mean?
Like your
Either
form.
get one that knows how to coach and get a good training program off them, and a nutrition plan, and just you see them every week, so you can check in with them every week
Yeah.
and learn everything, and just spend your time learning how to train before you think about getting strong or anything like that. Get some good, and it'll test your patience. 'Cause obviously, everybody wants to crack on, don't they? But like, just spend a good 12 weeks learning how to train,
Yeah.
the form, and
Yeah.
then let
Yeah,
the
that's a
pedal
good
go
one.
down. Then let the pedal go down a little bit. Then you've learned how to eat, you've learned how to train. You've probably just saved yourself 2 years
Yeah.
in them 2 months, I would say, of figuring it all out yourself, watching a load of fucking wallies on Instagram who are just full of shit half the time. You don't know, because when you're new to someone, you don't know who knows what they're on about and who don't know what they're on about.
Yeah.
And because everyone's trying to outdo each other with a load of stupid information that's not necessary half the time, you're going to spend yourself going around in circles. Just pay somebody. There's some good coaches that don't even cost that much, personal trainers or whatever, just to get the basics from. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and get your form right.
Yeah. And just get your form right. And then as soon as all your form's right and you're comfortable and safe, then put the pedal down a little bit and have a go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's a good one because it takes a while sometimes to get the form kind of
Oh, I
good, doesn't
spent
it?
frigging out because obviously there was no Instagram or
Yeah.
Facebook or anything that back then anyway, make myself sound old, but the one. So I spent 2 or 3 years just rattling about
Yeah.
and until I even learned how to do everything. Do you know what I mean? I would have got
Yeah.
so many bloody injuries because I was like a lunatic out of an asylum, just going mad, and I didn't even know how to train properly. I didn't. Do you know what I mean? I was just throwing stuff around.
Yeah.
I'd have saved myself some right aggro if I'd have just paid somebody to teach me what to do.
Yeah, and just shortcut things a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
Mm.
Mine is probably, and I think because this is what I did at the start, and I wish that I hadn't done this. Is I basically got into the gym and I was basically hammering like so much. I was doing like circuit training, so I was doing like
Yeah, yeah,
faffing around in the gym. And my idea of like a good session was like sweating loads and getting like my heart rate up, probably because I came from like
yeah,
a cardio background. But then I feel like I spent like probably 2-3 years early on in my training journey, like eating healthy, but not really eating in a deficit, not really eating in a maintenance, sorry, in
yeah.
a surplus, just kind of like eating well
Just
and doing
eating.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, just eating like healthy, but then doing loads of cardio and doing circuit training. So I actually never really made any progress. Like I was getting
yeah, yeah.
fitter,
You was fit.
but yeah, like I wasn't getting stronger, I wasn't losing weight, I wasn't losing body fat, I wasn't gaining muscle, I was just like training. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I was always like, why am I not getting anywhere? Like I go to the gym like every day and like I eat really healthily, but I'm not getting anywhere. So
yeah,
I feel like that's something that I see a lot in like girls that come to me, is like they're kind of in like a maintenance like skinny fat phase where they're kind of training a lot but not really
yeah.
getting anywhere. And it's
Treading water,
yeah, they're just like, yeah, exactly, like just treading water and not like
going
not
anywhere.
really understanding it probably. Yeah, same.
Yeah,
That's probably my biggest one.
solid.
Okay. Is there such things as good and bad foods in bodybuilding?
Yeah, yeah. I think all this has been overdone in the general mainstream of everything anyway. Like, there's no good and bad foods and all this and that. Well, like there is bad foods because processed food's fucking shit. Really, like
Yeah.
you should be eating that minimally if you're really bothered about what you're actually putting in your body. It all got oversimplified about what was it about 5 or 6, 7 years ago, and it just went a calorie is a calorie, a carb is a carb, a protein's a
Yeah.
protein.
Yeah.
Well, it fucking ain't, is it? Obviously, but when you're telling that to just fat people who want to lose weight, it's a very easy way of making them lose weight
Yeah.
because they're accountable for the amount of shit that they're putting in the body. So if they put less shit in the body, there'll be less fat. Basically, is what
Yeah.
happened. Yeah, and I'm not against that. Do you know what I mean? If you're less fat, that's good. It's not a bad thing. And then you'll probably learn that you need to find some foods that satiate you more and all the rest of it. But like protein, carbs, fats, yes. But then the micronutrients that are tagged onto all of these foods are important because
Yeah.
that's and the way they digest is important, and the amino acid contents of your proteins that do the job that they're meant to do with your body are important. How fast your carbohydrates digest are important. What types of fats and where them fats go and what jobs them fats do to your body in general and your mental health as well is all
Yeah.
tied into all of this as well. Actually,
Yeah.
is important. So yes, there is good and bad foods. But that doesn't mean to say that you can't have some bad foods now and again. It just means that the vast majority, and this is why I don't love macros for bodybuilders,
Yeah.
the vast majority of your food should be made up from high quality,
Yeah. Agree.
nutrient dense, um, like works well with the body. The body functions well with it, digests it, utilizes it, and does things for your physique that make it better overall. You're always going to get a better response from that, and less inflammation. Like even if you're just doing macros and you're just eating um, processed. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I know what you mean because this is literally what I used to do when I first got into fitness. Like I
yeah,
got into it whilst trying to train.
only squares bars for your carbs, and then like whey protein shakes for 4 out of your 5 intakes of
Yeah.
protein a day. Like all of these things, there's going to be more inflammation in your body. You're not going to pick up on that too much in your 20s, but then as you get into your 30s and definitely probably your 40s and 50s, like your body's really going to feel that shit. You're going
Yeah.
to feel it in your joints. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a less inflamed body is a happy body, and a happy body grows better, loses fat better, responds better, feels, but all of these things, it's just better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, as much as all these people dressed it up as what it was, it's not true. You want to be working with the majority from whole foods, and then keep a little bit of what you like in there that maybe is processed if you are going to do it to keep you sane. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? This
I
is why
agree.
I'm alright with people using bits of cereal and stuff post workout.
Yeah.
Is it the most ideal? You could probably do something else. You probably do a bit more rice again, but you're probably going to go mental a bit sooner. Do you know what I mean? So if you have 30 grams of Cocoa Pops 4 days a week compared to not, is that going to cause any problems?
Yeah.
Fucking doubt it. Do you know what I
I
mean?
doubt it's decent.
And
I
that's why I
think
don't mind. That's why I don't mind still using that with people sometimes.
yeah, I think there was a whole thing of, well, I know when I was first getting into like my fitness journey, there was a whole thing around if it fits your like I got really big on that train, like if it fits your macros, like protein pancakes, skinny syrups, like
Yeah,
those low calorie noodles, like all
Yeah,
that sort of stuff. And that's when I really struggled with like digestion, like really bad bloating, gets passed off
yeah,
as like IBS. But I think it really helps like shifting the focus as well from not just like thinking about calories and like that the numbers to actually looking at it from like a health perspective versus it just being like a calorie perspective.
yeah. You can usually like your body speaks to you as well. Like all the things you just said,
Yeah,
like my digestion was trash. I felt like
yeah,
this. I felt like that. Yeah, it probably shouldn't be in your belly. It probably shouldn't be in there, and that's why it's so bastard distressed. Do you get what I mean?
yeah,
And just with the satiation side of things, not even just as a bodybuilder, but just in normal life, like if you're choosing proper, like it's not very often if you have a steak and some tatties or whatever, you're gonna think, oh fucking hell. Then half an hour later, go back to the fridge and get another steak out and start cooking some more. Like you're not gonna do it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
So they're not created equal. That your body knows it needs that, but all the processed foods, obviously, they're filled with all these chemicals and things that the companies put in them purposely to make you want more. So that's why after you've eaten it, half an hour later, you think, "Oh, I'll just have another," and then you're back in
yeah,
the fridge,
yeah,
and that's why it's more difficult in that sense to lose weight, and you're going to be more miserable losing weight in that way
yeah,
once you do it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, 100%. So looking at it
Because
from
I
that,
don't know if you've ever done this, but I've gone through stints where and it's down a bit of a rabbit hole with the whole processed food thing. And look, I like processed foods as much as the next person. They're nice, you know what I mean? I just wouldn't eat it
yeah,
every day. I just do it on a weekend or whatever, or sometimes. But like, have you ever gone through a stint, and you probably have, where you've just had zero processed foods whatsoever for like 3, 4 weeks?
yeah,
Zero, right? You lose all, you don't want it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're on a diet
yeah,
that just consists of just that,
yeah,
like I've done that with preps and stuff like that, and then you eat it, like 4 weeks later, you're like, you can taste the fucking that it's not right. So it's whatever they put in it that makes your brain think you want it. So when you taste it, it tastes nice. But when you completely remove it for say like a month, and then you take a bite on something like that, say like squares bars
yeah,
or crisps like Watsits or something like that, you're like, it tastes like. Do you know what I mean? It tastes like weird.
yeah.
But then you still end up going back to eating it again.
Yeah, and do you ever find like sometimes I'll say this to clients, it's like they're like, oh, I want to have a bit of what I fancy because I've like got cravings. I think sometimes when you're dieting, you're actually better off just
Oh,
cutting it out rather than having a bit. Because I think sometimes it like, actually makes the craving worse when you're like having a bit of it.
a
Like
hundred times
if
worse.
I'm
Yeah.
dieting and I'm like, oh, I really want a cookie. If I like have a bit of a cookie, it doesn't make me not want the cookie. It makes me want
No,
the
it
cookie
makes you want
more.
more cookies.
Yeah,
Yeah, to smash all the cookies in. This is
yeah,
why one of the reasons why I never done cheat meals
yeah, yeah,
with clients
yeah,
on preps, which we've mentioned this before. It's like the fucking worst thing you can possibly do because you diet, especially as you're getting leaner and leaner, and then you're dieting like and like your calories are really low. You're basically doing a controlled binge and restrict for the week because like you go well it is, isn't it?
yeah,
Let's be honest. And then you go crazy. You eat burgers and pizzas and crisps and chocolate and all this stuff, and then you know you can't have it. So then you go another week, and then you have it again. But then when the diet finishes
yeah,
and there's no reason for you to, oh, I'll just blah blah blah. It's like it's insane. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
So the cravings are 1,000 times worse, and everybody says the same thing when they do the very first prep or cut. Like after what 15 days or whatever it might be, like oh, my cravings have
yeah,
gone.
yeah.
Yeah, because your brain's not used to being
Yeah,
stimulated with it
I
all
do
the
agree. I
time.
do agree with that. Actually, yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, 100%. Okay, next question. If you could change one thing in the industry, what would it be? I had a really good answer to this earlier, and now I've forgotten it.
Could
Um,
change one thing. Um, I don't know. I mean, some sort of regulation would be handy because
with
there's
like
some
coaches.
yeah, because there's some fucking mad shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
That's. I think that's what mine will be. Actually, I did a video and like, you know what I'm like. I'm not. I'm very like neutral, right? So I don't. I'm not like opinionated massively with like stuff I put out. And I did this video once on TikTok, and it was about like influencers who've like got no qualifications and they basically build up loads of unknown experience, and they build up like a massive following, and then they start like coaching people. But then people like trust them because they've like got this 100,000 follower or whatever,
yeah, but they don't really know what they're
and they
doing.
don't have any idea what they're doing, and they're like messing people's relationship with food up and stuff. And I did like a ranty post about it, which is not like me.
No, it's not like you at all. I've
No,
never heard you
it's
say
not.
anything bad before.
I know that's probably why the post did so well because people were
Did
like,
it? Did
"Oh,
it really? I didn't see it. Obviously, I'm not on TikTok. I don't know if it was on
um,
Instagram as well, but I didn't
no, I
see it. I
just put
don't
it on
think.
TikTok." I was like, "I'll just put it on here so people
Yeah,
see it."
stay with all the crazy people over here.
Yeah.
Don't put it on Instagram.
But that
Yeah,
was
a bit
kind of
of
my thinking.
yeah. There's so much bad practice, and it's like I've said this before, but because I know what's what, and you know what's what, and we've been around for a while. We know he's all right, she's all right, he's all right, he's all right, she's all right. They're a dickhead, they're an idiot. Don't go. We know because we're in the middle of it,
Yeah,
and I'll sometimes see where people decide to go for their journeys, and I think, what the fuck? How did that happen? But they don't know because when I've entered different spaces, like when I was getting well into property a few years ago, I went onto all the property YouTube stuff, and you just pick through who sounds
yeah,
competent because that's all you've got to go off. So if someone's super confident on social media and spouting all this fucking shit, you're drawn towards it, and you don't know anything different until you get into the space and learn yourself. So
yeah,
it's a difficult thing um, to figure out knowing where to go. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Same thing happened with the posing coaches. There used to be only two or three posing coaches. Now there's a million of them, and 95% of them are absolutely fucking terrible. But you try and tell people, and they're just drawn to the social media. Do you know? Well, you don't try and tell people. I'll try and guide people towards the correct coaches, should I say?
Yeah,
And then they go to the bad ones, and I'm like, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? But then it's hard because you can't be like slagging people's business. Do you know what I mean? And saying they're
yeah,
useless. Don't go to them. You can only kind of tell
yeah,
them in so many words. That's a bad one as well. But they don't know. People don't know no difference. They put a few videos out on social media, and think, oh yeah, they know how to pose.
yeah,
Yeah, they've just probably knocked you from first place into fourth, and you'll never know it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Rant,
yeah.
sorry, but
No, I
yeah,
agree.
there's
I think that's a
it's
good
just
point.
madness. But how you would regulate it, I don't know, because then what you're going to start regulating it with qualifications,
Mm.
because the in my experience, the most overly qualified coaches, when you're looking at qualifications within nutrition and all the other types of things, so the most generally is going to be the science based type of
Yeah,
people. They're not great neither. There's not many overly sciencey type of people that is in coaching who are actually the best coaches.
yeah,
They're usually like mediocre at best. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
So then how do you actually regulate it with
yeah,
qualifications? Because you're going to get all the brainy types
yeah.
who are not actually that good at it, but know loads of big
Jargon.
words and science and just bullshit. Um, Raising to the top when so then you're going to make the actual standard of coaching worse because they're not actually that
Yeah.
good. So how do you do it? I
I
don't know.
think the
I don't
best way
know.
is probably like looking at people's results, isn't it? And looking at actually, are they getting results with real people? Have they got testimonials? Have they got people like actually saying that they have helped them? That's probably the
Yeah,
best way to look at it.
100%. But then on the back burner of that, are they doing dangerous things? We don't
Very
know.
true.
Do you know what I mean? Are they
Yeah.
killing women's voices and doing this and giving them drugs that they like?
Yeah.
It's hard,
That's a
isn't
good
it?
point.
It's hard.
That's a good point. Um, who do you think would win an eating contest? I saw yours and Hannah's eating challenge. Do you remember that?
I do, yeah. I was trying to coach you both at the same time. I'm sure one of you was meant to be on prep or something. I can't remember.
It definitely wasn't me.
No, I don't think he was on it, but I think they was about to start prep a few weeks later or something like that. And I'm
I
like,
was so ill
fucking
that day that I did that.
10,000 calorie challenge.
Yeah, that YouTube actually got so many views. That's like my most
Yeah,
viewed
people love
video on
watching people
YouTube.
eat, don't they?
Yeah. I literally was awful at that. Hannah absolutely smashed it, and I just couldn't do it.
Really? I thought you'd be all right at that, to
Well,
be
like
fair.
I'm gonna blame it on the illness.
Oh,
Um.
really? I
Yeah.
can't eat much now compared to um, if you'd have put me in there in my 20s,
Yeah.
uh, fucking hell. I would have eaten until my stomach actually split open and all the food fell out. There was no off switch to my eating.
Yeah.
I could just eat and eat and eat
Yeah.
and eat and eat. I can't eat hardly eat much now.
I feel like I've gone like that though. Like I feel, and I mean, this might just be because obviously I haven't been training as much recently, but I definitely feel like in the last couple of years, I can't eat. Like I used to be able to sit and eat until I like felt sick, whereas now I can't.
Yeah.
Like I get to a certain point and I'm like, I can't eat anymore because I know I'll start like feeling ill.
And this sounds mad. So if I'm to do that now and I eat too much, to where I feel
Yeah.
real full, I start feeling claustrophobic. I start feeling like, like I'm trapped in my body and I'm like,
Yeah.
shit. I put too much in. I put too much in, and now I can't get out because I've got to wait for it to go through. I start feeling
Oh,
claustrophobic in my
this
own
is the
body.
worst feeling though. You know, when you've eaten too much and you're like, I just can't like deal with it. I hate it. It's
Yeah,
horrible.
why did I do that? But I used to love that feeling. That was my
Yeah,
favourite feeling.
I
Yeah,
loved being full, and now I'm like, I hate feeling like really full.
yeah. I wonder what happens. I wonder why that is. It's
We're
weird, isn't
getting
it?
old.
Yeah, fuck. Well, I am. I don't know what your excuse is. You're still a child.
Apparently, everything goes downhill when you hit 30.
Yeah, yeah. Things do change. It is. It is mad. It is
Yeah.
mad. 20 to 30, and then 30 to 40 is. It is a weird changeover. Yeah.
Yeah, like I used to be able to pull all nighters, drink, and be fine the next day. I can't do any of that anymore.
Oh fuck me. Yeah, that's
No.
definitely a thing. Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that anyway.
No, I don't either. I
Can't
stop.
be
If it
arsed.
gets close to 10 o'clock and I'm not in bed, I'm panicking.
I know. I'm going to be
No, I
one of them
need to
old
go to
man.
bed. I'm going to
I'm
not
going to be one of them old man
tomorrow.
day drinkers. Me. That'll be me.
Yeah.
Couple of pounds of bitter.
Yeah. I like a nice drink, like if it's a nice day, like outside in the garden or whatever, but I'm not
Yeah,
get drunk. I can't get drunk now because it just makes me feel anxious, the thought of it.
yeah. I've given up on it a bit. I can't. I just can't be asked.
I don't like it. Okay. Do any of your clients ever do a good off season, 1 year plus with no mini cut?
Yeah, it has happened. Yeah. Some people just don't gain fat much.
I did a whole year last year.
Yeah, I try. So right. So it depends how everything maps out. Do you know what I mean? Because what I mean ultimately, you're trying to just not have too much to lose on prep.
Yeah.
You've got two goals. You try not to get too far away from your stage weight because you've got it all to come off, and you try not to murder your appetite.
Yeah.
So you're processing your food still properly, and your body doesn't start saying I've had enough, which you can tell when that comes. If you've got a scenario where neither of them things occur, fucking eat, carry on. Eat. I'm not putting in people in mini cuts for a laugh.
Yeah.
I do that because one of them two reasons. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Crack
Either
on.
their appetite's gone or they're gaining a bit too much body fat.
Yeah, and obviously with women, they just you just gain it. Like everybody's appetite as a woman generally is bigger than what it takes to maintain your weight. You're
Yeah.
always wanting to eat more. Do you know what I mean? Especially a bit of freedom on a weekend and all the rest of it. So even if you're gaining 0.2 kilos a week of
Yeah.
a whatever it is, eventually you're going to get far enough away where you need to pull that back a little bit.
Oh, it's a hard life being a woman, isn't it?
It is hard a few lot, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Sad times. Um, what was the question again? Yeah, I haven't really had. I mean, obviously, I haven't had loads and loads of competitive clients, but I haven't really had any where we've gone like a full. Normally, I'll do like half a year
Yeah,
and then pull back a bit if
yeah.
it's
Depends
just
how long the gap is between the shows as well, innit?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Depends how long. If you've got 2 years between shows. And another thing is as well, if you've had a long ass difficult prep, or if you've been competing for an entire year,
Yeah,
or you just need the break and you've done a couple of seasons back to back, keeping people out of a deficit for an entire year is magic.
yeah,
What it does for the body's magic. Do you know
and
what I
also
mean?
mentally as well, because then like you're ready to diet because you've actually had
Yeah,
like. I feel like sometimes when you compete in a few years in a row, you get to the point where you just need like a bit more time away as well mentally.
thousand percent. Yeah.
Um,
Listen, the further you know this, the further I can keep people away from
yeah,
doing mini cuts, the happier I am.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't want people doing it on a regular
yeah,
basis if I can help it.
yeah. I agree. Last question. Are there any differences when coaching a master's client in off season or prep?
Eh? Different in coaching them
Differences
from
when
off
coaching
season.
a master's client in off season or prep. So I think that means in relation to like a non-master's client.
All right. No, I don't think so. You just take people as you find them, don't you? They respond how they respond. Some masters don't gain as much weight, some do. You know what I mean? Going back to what we was just saying, some of them drop weight real easy. Some of them are a little bit more stubborn.
Yeah. I don't think it
It's
makes a difference other than being masters. I think it's more so like just the individual and how like the individual responds with
yeah.
being prepped.
Some of the women I've got super lean, super easy
Yeah.
have been masters. Do you know what I mean? Especially even like 45 plus.
Yeah.
There's often a real maturity to the muscle, so they seem to
Yeah.
come in real nice. You know what I mean, and get nice and hard because they've been banging away in the gym for years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes it's good because they've been training for longer and they've got a bit more muscle or like a bit more density, and then it's like
Yeah,
obviously the compared to someone that's been training for like a year or two or whatever.
yeah. They can lose fat often quite easy, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all dependent on multiple
Yeah.
factors, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Genetics more than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people don't realize that though when it comes to like muscle and like fat loss, like, and things, a lot of it is down to,
Oh, it's hugely genetic dependent. Jesus Christ.
as much as people don't like to say that.
It is, yeah, it is. And yeah, and even mental genetics of how much you're able to control yourself in the off season. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, 100%.
For show.
That wraps it up. That was perfect. 50 mins.
50 mins.
50 mins of us chatting away. Hope you enjoyed.
That's us done now.
Pardon?
That's us done now for another little bit.
That's us done for another 2 weeks when we get back
Okay.
on uploading them regularly.
Yeah.
Fab. Thanks for listening, and also remember to like and give us a little subscribe as well to our new YouTube channel. We've had a few followers on our Instagram page.
Oh, we really?
Yep. So make sure you go and give us. We haven't got any posts yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah. We'll get
Once
a post
once
together.
once I've updated the YouTube and we're on top of the videos, we'll be on there. We'll be on the Instagram next.
It's a good job I've got Leah to look after me because I don't know what I'd be doing otherwise.
Well, I've set it up, and now once I've set it up, I'm just going to use AI
Yeah, to do some
to generate
reels and
it
bits
for
and
us.
pieces.
Yeah,
Class.
which is pretty good. So yeah, fab. That was good. So let us know what you think, and if you have anything you want us to talk, anything to cover, and we'll be back soon.
Yes.